Ready? نبدأ؟ الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن سار على سبيله إلى يوم الدين أما بعد. So in continuing in discussing the book that is referred to as Al-Arba'in An-Nawawiyya, and as we mentioned regarding concerning that the proper name of the book that is known, that it is known for, which is Arba'in or Arba'un Hadithan fil Mabani al-Islam wal Qawaid al-Ahkam. And this book is written by Imam An-Nawawi rahimahullah, where he gathered 42 hadith regarding some important matters regarding Islam. So we started discussing this particular book, or give an explanation to it, and we're discussing Hadith al-Thani, so the second hadith, which is the hadith of Omar or Ibn Umar and Abihi, who is his father Omar ibn Khattab ta'ala anhu. So we discussed concerning a certain up to the portion with the author rahimahullah, with the hadith mentioned regarding al-Islam. So we discussed concerning, in the last session, discussed concerning what is Islam by defining what is Islam, and also we discussed concerning Shahada of La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. We discussed concerning certain matters that pertains to the Shahada. So of those things that we covered regarding the Shahada, we discussed concerning the meaning of La ilaha illallah. Also we discussed concerning Arkan or the of La ilaha illallah. Also we discussed concerning the Shurut of La ilaha illallah. And also we discussed concerning matters that pertain to those things that nullify La ilaha illallah. So those things that are referred to as Nawaqid, those things that invalidate a person's La ilaha illallah, we also mention of those things. Then we discussed concerning matters relating to Tuqimus Salah, also regarding az-zakat, Sawm Ramadan, and also al-Hajj, Baytullah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we covered concerning the 5 pillars of Islam with some details regarding some of those matters. Then in continue, the hadith it mentioned, قال أخبرني عن الإيمان. So he asked concerning, inform me regarding Iman. فقال صلى الله عليه وسلم أن تؤمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر وأن تؤمن بالقدر خيره وشره. Then he mentioned after this, the author mentioned قال صدقت. Then the one who asked, when the response was given, he says, you have spoken the truth. Then he mentioned قال أخبرني عن الإحسان. Then he asked, inform me regarding إحسان. What is إحسان? فقال أن تعبد الله كأنك تراه فإن لم تكن تراه فإنه يراك. Then he mentioned, then he asked concerning قال أخبرني عن الساعة. Then he asked regarding matters pertaining to the last hour. So as for what he mentioned here regarding those 2 matters regarding al-Iman and what is Iman, and also what is al-Ihsan. So we started to have some more discussion regarding that section or that section of the hadith. So as for the author rahimahullah, he mentions regarding al-Iman. So Iman and defining Iman, the Prophet ﷺ, that he defined Iman regarding those things that were said in the hadith. And tu'min billah, and to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa malaikati, and also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the angels. And also he mentioned wa kutubi, wa rusuli, and the books, revealed books, wa rusuli, and also the messengers, wal yawm al-akhir, and the last day, and tu'min bil qadr khayrihi wa sharri, and also to believe in qadr, the good and the bad that comes with it. So that's the matter that he mentioned regarding what is Iman. So the Prophet ﷺ, he defined Iman regarding, it revolves around those matters where he mentioned and tu'min billah, first to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then second, the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala angels, the books of that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have revealed. Then he mentioned al-Rusul wal yawm al-akhir. So it revolves around those 6 matters. It revolves regarding al-Iman, revolve around those six matters that are mentioned within this particular hadith. So as a further clarity regarding concerning this matter concerning al-Iman and what is involved regarding al-Iman, that the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that he defined Iman as mentioned. He defined Iman as mentioned hadith. As for the ulama, regarding concerning as a matter concerning those matters that are referred to as Masail al-Iman, those matters that are discussed in clarifying what is Iman and the matters that relates to Iman. So of those things that they will discuss concerning what is Iman. So regarding concerning al-Haddul Iman, so in trying to define with Ahlul Sunnah regarding what is said to be Iman as the definition of Iman, more so amongst the ulama of Aqaid. So in the books of Aqidah, of those important discussion that they will discuss is regarding defining Iman, and because of what also comes with this. So regarding concerning of those things that also is attached with having a proper, a correct understanding of Iman, then also it can impact upon many other things. Then he mentioned regarding concerning this matter in brief, we'll mention concerning what is mentioned by of those who have explained the Aqidah of At-Tahawi. So the Aqidah of At-Tahawi, and this explanation is by Ibn Abi Izz al-Hanafi, so of the more renowned of the explanation of the Aqidah of Imam At-Tahawi, who's Hanafi, that Ibn Abi Izz al-Hanafi also went on to explain this Aqidah. So he discussed concerning Iman, regarding concerning, he mentioned concerning اختلاف الناس في حد الإيمان. So that he mentioned regarding of those masail that relates to Iman, that is a khilaf between the people. So he mentioned regarding that matter, اختلف الناس فيما وقع عليه اسم الإيمان اختلافا كثيرا. So Ibn Abi Izz al-Hanafi, he mentioned that there's a difference amongst the people, meaning concerning as to what is said to be al-Iman, and they fell into different views on this matter. So he mentioned اختلافا كثيرا, there's a great difference on this matter. Then he mentioned ذهب مالك والشافعي وأحمد وأوزائي وإسحاق ibn راهوية أو راهوي أو راهوية in the أهل الحديث, إسحاق ibn راهوية وساهر أهل الحديث وأهل المدينة رحمه الله وأهل الظاهر وجماعة من المتكلمين إلى أن التصديق يعني إيمان أنه تصديق بالجنان وإقرار باللسان وعمل بالأركان. So أهل Sunnah, and this is the method of Ahl Sunnah regarding what is Iman, that they define Iman as being of those three things: Tasdeeq bil Janan, belief in the heart; Iqrar bil Lisan, that speech of the tongue; wa Amal bil Arkan, and also the person acting according and actions upon the pillars of Islam, upon the pillars. So they mention regarding concerning this is Iman. So in another way that they have expressed or defined Iman, that they mention wa ittiqal bil Janan, that Iman, it is belief in the heart; qawl bil lisan, speech with the tongue; wa amal bil arkan wal jawarih, and that is action with the limbs and the arkan. So this concerning what is mentioned by what is defined as Iman according to Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. As mentioned, that is the madhab of Jumhur of the As-Salaf, amongst them Malik, Al-Shafi'i, Ahmed, Awzahi, and also Ahl al-Hadith, and also Ahl al-Madinah, and also A'immat al-Zahir. So this is the madhab that is held and the position taken by Jumhur, Ahl Sunnah, by Ahl Sunnah, that Iman is defined as such. Iman is defined relating to those four things or those three things mentioned. Then he mentioned ذهب كثير من أصحابنا, and he meant concerning أصحابنا regarding concerning أحناف, إلى ما ذكره Imam At-Tahawi رحمه الله أنه إقرار باللسان تصديق بالجنان, where the Ahnaf and some of the ulama that they have taken a position regarding Iman, that they find that it is belief in the heart and speech with the tongue, that it is matter regarding is al-Iman, it is speech of the tongue, and also it is belief of the heart, and they do not include amal as a part of Iman. And that's referred to as concerning the definition of Iman by way of the al-Murji'ah. So al-Madhab al-Murji'ah, and they include concerning, that refer concerning al-Murji', al-Fuqaha, and they are the Abu Hanifa and others who along with him, that they take the understanding that Iman is defined as those two things: belief in the heart, and also it is qawl bil lisan, but they do not include action as a part of the definition of Iman. And with this concern, the ulama have corrected them on this matter, where that definition is incorrect, and you have others. But regarding concerning that Iman, that the correct position as taken by Ahl Sunnah and Imam of including Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Ahmed ibn Hanbal, and others, Ishaq ibn Rahuya, and others, who all concerning that Iman, ittiqal bil janan, tasdeeq, Iman, ittiqal bil janan, qawl bil lisan, wa amal bil arkan wal jawarih, that is the correct understanding of Iman, that it comprises of those three things. That is Iman, it is belief, it is thing regarding a person's speech, and also Iman is thing regarding a person's action. Iman, it revolves around those three things. So that's concerning the definition of Iman with Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, and that's correct. And also they add concerning that Iman yazid wa yanqus, that also Iman, that it increase and decrease. So a person Iman at times may increase, and at times the person's Iman may decrease, and that is based upon the person's Iman, it increase based upon the person involved in doing righteous deeds and acts of ta'ah. And the person's Iman will decrease if the person that is involved concerning things of ma'asi. The person who fall into ma'asi, acts of disobedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then this will decrease the person's Iman. So the person Iman, it does at time increase, and at time the person Iman may decrease. So that's concerning the matter pertaining to the definition of Iman. Then the author, he went on, according to the hadith, so after discussing concerning Iman, that then he mentioned Iman and tu'min billah, that Iman is this that consists of Iman and tu'min billah, belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So for the person, Iman, of what it consists of or defined as, that it includes belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that it comprises of four matters. Belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Iman billah, yatadamman arba umur. That belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that it consists of four things. It consists of four things. Those four things are as follows. The first is Iman bi wujudillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the first, regarding belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the first of this is for the person to believe in the wujud, the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَنْ أَنْكَرْ, and the one who disbelieve, rejects wujud Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَلَيْسَ بِمُؤْمِنٍ. So anyone who believes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not exist is not a believer. Anyone who take the view Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not exist, then is not a believer. So the first of those things that a part of belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the person believing wholeheartedly in the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Second, Iman bi-infiradihi subhanahu wa ta'ala bi-rububiyyah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, regarding the person also believing on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is the only one who is to be singled out regarding ar-rububiyyah, regarding lordship. And also infirad subhanahu wa ta'ala, regarding concerning his names and attributes, and also then concerning the second is regarding infirad subhanahu wa ta'ala bi rububiyyatihi, that regarding concerning that the person singled out Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala regarding his lordship, regarding concerning al-khalq wal-mulk wal-tadbir. So regarding concerning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, rububiyyah is for the person to accept and to believe in the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala regarding his lordship, regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the Lord, that also is al-khaliq, wal-malik is the one who's the malik, and also is the one regarding at-tadbir. Then the third, regarding Iman billah subhanahu wa ta'ala, regarding Iman bi-infiradihi bi-uluhiyya wal-ibadah, that also for a person to single Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala regarding those things that are is worship. So regarding concerning acts of worship, that they are to be directed only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So all acts of worship in all forms and shape, then they are to be directed only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And fourth, regarding Iman billah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then it include concerning Iman bi asmahihi subhanahu wa ta'ala wa sifatihi, that also the person believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala names and attributes. So the person also believe the fourth of those things of Iman billah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the person believing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have names that are He has taken upon Himself, and also sifat that He has given to Himself. So this matter concerning Iman billah subhanahu wa ta'ala, regarding concerning that the person affirmed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala those names and attributes that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has affirmed to Himself, or His Prophet alayhi salam has affirmed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also in a manner befitting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In a manner befitting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that is belief in Allah regarding His names and attributes. Then he mentioned regarding of those matters that he mentioned of Iman after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also regarding His angels. So Iman in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's angels, then also they mention four also affairs. Then this also would include concerning four affairs regarding this matter. First, regarding wujud of the angels. So the first thing, the person accepting the wujud of the angel, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a khalq min khalqillah. And also that the angels, that they are a creature from amongst the creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the first of the person belief in the angels, to accept that they exist and that they are a creation from the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just as al-ins wal jinn. Second, regarding Iman in the angels, that a person also believe concerning asma believe in the names of the angels, those that have been narrated to us. And of those regarding Jibreel, Mikael, and others. So the person believes in the angels, of those that we know of their names, and also we leave the concern there's many angels that also we do not know of their names, but the ones that their names are known to us, then we accept this, and this is by way of hadith that is authentic. Third, regarding iman, regarding the angels, also believe concerning that regarding their awsaf, regarding concerning their description. So the description that have come to us regarding the angels, then we believe in this regarding the angels, that they possess wings, as Jibreel alayhi salam, that have over 600 wings. That Jibreel alayhi salam, that he has 600 wings. And other, so the angels that they do have wings, and we accept regarding their description, as in this particular hadith they mention concern of those things regarding the angel, that they can take shape of human beings. So the angels, they can take the form of human being, as in this particular hadith of Jibreel that we're discussing. The fourth, regarding matters regarding the angels, that we believe concerning their amal or wadha'if. So believe concerning that the actions and the wadha'if and the duties of the angel that they carry out. So regarding that Jibreel alayhi salam, muwakkil bil wahi, that is the one that is responsible for revelation. Also Israfil, that is regarding an-nafq fi sur, that he will be one to blow in the trumpet. Mikael, with certain duties. So angels, Munkar wa Nakir, regarding the questioning of those in the grave. So we believe concerning those angels that we know have come to our attention, have come to our knowledge regarding their duties, then we accept this based upon authentic source that have mentioned those things. So that's concerning matters relating to the angels. Then I mentioned regarding wa kutubi, and also regarding the books of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So mainly concerning al-kutub, revealed books. So these are revealed books from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is concerning the revealed books of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that al-iman bil-kutub wa at-tasdiq al-jazim bi-anna lillahi ta'ala kutub. That is for a person to know regarding Allah, to believe completely that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have books, anzalaha, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have revealed, ala anbiyahihi wa rusuli, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have revealed to his angel, as revealed to us, the anbiya, the prophets, and also to the rusul. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveal revelation to the anbiya and rusul, and of this it will become in the form of al-books. That and these books are kalam Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and these books are from the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that these books that is contain huda wa nur, that these are guidance, and also it is a light. So regarding concerning the adad of those books, also of our belief regarding the adad al-kutub wa asma hadhi al-kutub. So as for concerning the number of books that we are aware of, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveal, that of those concerning at-Torah, so of those revealed books that we are aware of, at-Torah, that have been revealed to Musa, Injil, that have been revealed to Isa, Az-Zabur, revealed to Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam, and also as-Suhuf Ibrahim wa Musa. So these are those ones that we are aware of, and also of those that were, and also including Al-Quran that is revealed to Muhammad alayhi salam. So these are concerning of the revealed books. And al-Suhuf Ibrahim wa Musa, and also Al-Quran. So these ones what we know, that these are of those ones that we are aware of. So that's concerning that have been revealed before regarding Torah, wal Injil, wal Zabur. As for those revealed books that have what we know concerning, those books are mansukh, that those books have been abrogated. And also that we do not rely upon those books, and instead the book that is relied upon is the Quran. So the book that is relied upon for this ummah is the Quran. As for those other previous books, then they are not a source of reference or source of reference for this ummah. And also those books that have entered upon them at-tahrif wa tabdil. So also those revealed books, those previous revealed books, that they have been changed and been altered somewhat. So they are not per se books that we refer back to. They are not books that we refer back to. So the book that we hold to today is the Quran. The book that is to be followed is the Quran. And after all the I mentioned regarding those previous books, Az-Zabur wa Injil wa Torah, that regarding concerning these books, that we accept what have come to our attention or what is present today in those books, that is in line with the teaching of that our book also testify to the truthfulness of those books. So what are contained in those books, but from our text that it coincide or prove that what is mentioned in those books are correct, we accept them. Of those books, what is mentioned within them, things that contradict our book, and we reject those things. And also third, things that are in those books that there's nothing within our books that goes against it, nor anything that goes for it. So nothing that coincides with it in our book, or anything that goes against it. So based upon this, natawakaf. So in those things that we do not accept nor reject. So in those things that we do not accept, and we also don't reject those things. And mentioned, as we mentioned, those previous books they're considered to be mansukh. Those previous books that have been abrogated by the Quran. Those previous books have been abrogated by the Quran. Then the author he mentioned the next matter regarding wa kutub wa rusuli. Then also regarding al-kutub wa rusul. Then I mentioned regarding concerning that we mentioned regarding concerning ar-rusul. So regarding concerning ar-rusul, of the belief in ar-rusul, that it involved first regarding ar-rasul or an-nabi, insan dhakar istafahu Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wa awha ilay bishar. So regarding concerning that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala regarding those who are referred to as messengers or prophets, then regarding those individuals whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have selected from his creatures or from mankind. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have revealed to him revelation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then revealed to them revelation and given them the responsibility to convey this message to their people. Then also they are given the responsibility to convey this message to their qawm, to their people. So that's concerning who said to be a nabi or a rasul in general. As concerning, you have a more detailed discussion regarding at-tafriq bayna ar-rasul wa nabi. So you have a more detailed discussion regarding who said the difference between a rasul wa nabi. So we said in general that the one who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have chosen from amongst mankind, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to him revelation, and for that person that he's been sent also to his people to convey this message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to them. So as for iman bi rusul, that it includes concerning tasdiq bihi, so that we have to accept regarding that particular rasul, we accept him as a rasul sent to his people. Also regarding concerning ar-rusul, regarding the adad, that there are many, that and of the more renowned amongst ar-rusul, we know concerning of those that are known to us, Ibrahim, Musa, Isa, Noah, or Muhammad alayhi salam. So those are the ones that are more renowned, and many others. But of those ones, we have Muhammad, Ibrahim, Musa, Isa, Noah, and others. And those five are, with some of the ulama, are referred to as ulul azm min ar-rusul. Those five, with some of the ulama, that refer to as ulul azm min ar-rusul. They are referred to as the more mighty of the messengers. So they are Muhammad, Ibrahim, Musa, Isa, wa Nuh alayhi salam. Those are referred to some of the ulama ulul azm min ar-rusul. Also regarding the messengers and the prophets, regarding mawdu' risalatihim, that regard the message of their da'wah, that the main core of their da'wah of the anbiya wa rusul, that one, ad-da'wah ila tawheed. So the main core message that is delivered by the anbiya wa rusul to their people, that ad-da'wah of their main core message, ad-da'wah ila tawheed wa tahdhir min ash-shirk, that they call to tawheed and they warn against shirk. Of the core of their teaching, tabshir muti'in wa indhar a'sin. Of their core message is that to give glad tidings to those who are obedient, and also to caution those who go in contrary to their message. Also of the core teachings of the Rusul wal Anbiya, tafsir al-shara'a. Also it can somewhat to explain the details of the shara'a regarding the rules and laws. So to explain regarding the rules to be obeyed, then also they give tafsil, details on those matters to their people. And also fourth, al-jihad, jihad al-kuffar wal-munafiqeen. And also that for them to establish al-jihad against the kuffar wal-munafiqeen. So the core teaching of the Anbiya revolves around of those four things. Ad-da'wa ila tawheed, wa tahdhir min al-shirk. Second, tabshir, mut'een. Mut'een, those ones who are obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inzar, al-asin, and to caution against those who are disobedience. Wa tasil min haytu al-shara'i, give details regarding the rules, regarding halal and haram to those people. And also al-jihad, al-kuffar wa munafiqeen, and also to strive against the kuffar and the munafiqeen. That's the core message of the Anbiya wa Rusul. Also regarding concern al-Rusul, that to each nation was sent a messenger. So to every nation there was sent a messenger or a prophet. So to every nation that a person was sent to them to invite them to this message, or to the teaching of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's concerning that matter. As for what is expected regarding what is wajib alayna, nahu ar-rusul wal anbiya, tasdeeq bihim, that we accept them and believe in them being a rasul or being a nabi. And also for us also that to believe regarding and that they adda al-amana wa balagha ar-risala, and that those rusul wal anbiya, that they did convey the message in a complete sense. So regarding concern, and they established hujjatullah ala khalq, and also they established concerning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala message upon the creatures, or the evidence against mankind. So regarding concerning what is expected regarding al-anbiya, that will be there, adda al-amana wa balagha ar-risala, that they did convey the message in its full sense. And also believe concerning al-anbiya, annahum akmal al-khalq ilman wa amalan, and that they are the best amongst mankind regarding their knowledge and also regarding their actions, their practice. So regarding wal adab, so regarding concerning that al-anbiya wa rusul, we believe them to be the best of the creatures, mankind, regarding their ilm, their knowledge, their deeds, and also their mu'amalat, and regarding concerning their character and their mannerism. And also regarding them that kulluhum yani rijal, that regarding anbiya wa rusul, that all of them are from a men, that there are men that, and also they function as normal person will function, regarding that they get hungry, they get tired, they sleep, and they die. And also that they are not to be worshipped. And also regarding that they do not possess anything regarding thing which is particular to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that they are not to be worshipped at all. So regarding that, what is expected us regarding our Rusul. And our Prophet ﷺ, as we'll discuss concerning that, that we believe concerning tasbeeq bihi, that we accept him as being the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa imtithal amrihi, and also we comply with his commands upon us, wa ijtanab nawahi, and also the thing that he forbid upon us, we avoid those things, wa la na'budu Allah illa bima shara', and that we do not worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala except by with those things that the Prophet Islam have legislated for us. So that's concerning what is expected of us. وَلَا نَعْبُدُ إِلَّا بِمَا شَرَعَ. So that's concerning what is expected from us regarding the Prophet ﷺ. So that's concerning those matters regarding Ar-Rusul. Then they mention Al-Iman bil-Yawm al-Akhir. So Iman bil-Yawm al-Akhir, that concern that regarding concerning that Yawm al-Qiyamah. Iman bil-Yawm al-Akhir, regarding Yawm al-Qiyamah. In some narration of the hadith it mentioned وَبِلِقَائِهِ, the meeting, and also وَتُؤْمِن بِالْبَعْثِ, and also some mention regarding Iman bil-Ba'th, regarding resurrection. That's concerning matters relating to Iman bil-Yawm al-Akhir. So Iman bil-Yawm al-Akhir, Iman bil-Yawm al-Akhir concerning Yawm al-Qiyamah. So Yawm al-Akhir is just another name for Yawm al-Qiyamah. It's another name regarding the Akhir Yawm, regarding this dunya. So regarding concerning Akhir Yawm, regarding this dunya, then everything will be destroyed. So that's concerning, and then after then al-Ba'th, regarding the resurrection of mankind. So concern that concern, and then with this would include concerning Ba'd al-Ba'th, then concern al-Hisab wal-Jaza, then the people go through the process regarding al-hisab, accountability, and then jaza. Then people will be rewarded accordingly. Al-jannah bil-jannah wa al-kufr bin-nar. So that's concerning what will come regarding after Yawm al-Qiyamah. So that's concerning those matters regarding that discussion regarding Iman, as the author mentioned, and tu'min billah, as he described here, regarding of those 6 things. Then he mentioned Iman bil Qadr. Then he mentioned regarding al-Iman bil Qadr, and Iman bil Qadr, that the ulama rahimahullah have somewhat simplified this by mentioning regarding Iman bil Qadr that it revolves around 4 things. Iman bil Qadr, that it revolves around 4 things, of those things that regarding ilm, regarding concerning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, have knowledge of everything. That then also second regarding al-kitaba, that everything have been recorded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that will occur ila qiyam as-sa'ah. So everything regarding those things that will occur, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everything have been recorded in Allahul Mahfuz, in the preserved tablet. So everything that will occur already have been recorded and also been preserved in Allah al-Mahfuz. Then after then, and they mentioning regarding that al-kitaba also have a different darajat, regarding different darajat, that to be discussed next time. Then also they mention the third regarding maratib al-qadr is regarding matters pertaining to after kitaba al-mashiyah wal-irada. So after al-kitaba al-mashiyah, that things is by the will and irada of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So everything is under Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will and mashiyah. So this concern that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, regarding that, everything's under the will and mashiyah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where people, a distinction where a person have a ability to make choice, but according to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the choices that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have granted him. Then also the fourth murtaba al-qadr, that they mention regarding al-khalq wal-ijad, regarding khalq af'al al-ibad, khalq af'al wa ijad, al-khalq wal-ijad af'al al-ibad, regarding the creation of the action of mankind. So that's concerning or things in existence, that al-iman bil-qadr, it revolves around those 4 things: al-ilm wal-kitaba wal-mashiyah wal-irada, being both together mentioned al-khalq wal-ijad, al-khalq wal-ijad. So al-iman bil-qadr revolves around those 4 matters. Then that's concerning with some tafsil or some further information regarding, in summary, regarding iman being those 6 matters that are mentioned as iman, as what is iman. So he mentioned an tu'min billah wa malaikati wa kutubi wa rusuli wal yawm al-akhir wa an tu'min bil qadar khairihi wa sharri. So that's concerning that tafsil regarding those matters. Then the hadith, it went on to mention regarding then he asked concerning akhbarani an ihsan, akhbarani an ihsan. Then Isa alayhi salam went on to explain concerning what is ihsan. So Isa alayhi salam went on to define ihsan, which as Isa alayhi salam mentioned regarding an ta'budullah ka'annaka tarahu, and that's the first level. So concerning the person a state where he worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as if he sees Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَإِن لَمْ تَكُنْ تَرَاهُ, even though the person see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not. So it shows regarding the person in this dunya does not see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But a person worship as if he's always being as known that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees him and monitors his action. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala regarding his creation, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees and knows of our creation, of our actions and deeds, and monitor us all the time. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows and sees what we're doing. So the person can somewhat worship. So the person have reached that sense where is that within this, where the person sense as if ta'budullah, he worships Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as if he sees Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he's always conscious that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees him. فَإِن لَمْ تَكُنْ تَرَاهُ, even if the person sees not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَإِنَّهُ يَرَاكَ, but no, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he sees you. So the person who worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on that, in that manner, where the person is constantly aware that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees him. So the abd is aware Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees him and knows what we're doing. So whether we're in regardless whether we try to hide our actions or we do things openly, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He sees all that we do and will monitor us and hold us accountable. But the person who worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so the person who have reached that degree where he is somewhat of constant, mindful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees him, so he become mindful regarding the things that he does. So he becomes, the servant become, with his own action, he's very mindful regarding his own deeds, that he tries to do those things that are pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's concerning the degree regarding concerning al-ihsan. And ta'budullah, with a person worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kannaka tarahu. So the person is free from the person that would include concerning al-ikhlas wal matabiya tam, that a person does things where he worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with sincerity, with ikhlas. Also he worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by way of al-mutabiyat al-tam, where the person also that is very mindful that he does things properly regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, regarding his deeds. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as mentioned, فَإِنَّهُ يَرَاكَ, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees him. Also that becomes a mawana, it becomes a way, a barrier regarding the person avoiding falling into ma'asi. So the person, he knows that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned فَإِنَّهُ يَرَاكَ, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees you. Then the person also, he tries to avoid falling into those things that are displeasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's concerned, so that becomes of those, that's concerning, that is al-ihsan. Then they mention akhbarani anisa. Then the next question, the person that the questioner asks, akhbarani anisa, inform me regarding the last hour. Then they mention قال عليه الصلاة والسلام ما المسؤول عنها بعالم من الساهل, that the one who's been asked knows no more than the one who's asking. So the questioner knows no more than the questioned, doesn't know more than the person who's asking the question. So he showed that alayhi salam that فقال أخبرني عن أمارتها, that informed me regarding the signs of the hour. So when the Prophet Islam gave that answer, he showed that some question may be asked where the person does not have an answer, and the person should not go overboard in trying to give an answer. So the Muslim, that there may be questions that are posed even to the alim and to the common Muslim and to the talib al-ilm. Question may be put to us, but we do not know the answer. We should not try to give an answer to that which we do not know and make things complicated for us and for the person asking the question. So the person doesn't know something, doesn't give it, then the person is not required to give an answer. And not every question needs to give an answer. One sheikh, he mentioned that not every question may need an answer. So for the person, when he's asked and the concerned person, to be mindful of this, that is not everything that needs an answer at this moment, and not everyone who may have the answer to the question. And also for the person asking the question to be mindful of what he's asking, and that there is certain thing that is not appropriate to ask. So Isa alayhi salam did not, as he mentioned, ما المسؤول عنها بعالم من السائل, the one who asks, the one who's questioned, doesn't know more than the one who's asking the question. Then the person, then he asks, أخبرني عن أمارتها, inform me regarding the signs of the hour. Then he mentioned regarding concerning Ashrat, the ulama rahimahullah, they refer to as Ashratu Sa. Amaratus Sa, they refer to as Ashratu Sa, signs of the hour. So these are, and then Isa alayhi salam went on to explain some of these signs. The ulama rahimahullah, who have written on this particular topic regarding Ashratu Sa, the signs of the hour, that of those ulama who have divided them into two categories regarding Ashratu Sa, signs of the hour. Of those Ashrat, they mention Ashrat as-Sugra, the minor signs of the hour. And then the second category is Ashratu Sa al-Kubra, the major signs. So anything that it is not of the major is said to be of the minor. Then of the ulama who classify Ashratu Sa into three categories. The two that we have mentioned before, as-Sugra wal-Kubra, and they have a third dimension, the attribute is Ashratu Sa al-Wusta, though which is the media, the one which is in between. So minor, medium, and major. According to the ulama, minor, those ones that have occurred and have ended. Medium, those ones that have appeared and still continuing, and some still to appear. And the major, those ones that are considered to be the major. So that's how those put them into, of those who in three have looked at it in that manner. Then we have those who have mentioned regarding, and so in brief for our discussion here regarding Ashratu Sa, we have Al-Kubra wa Sugra. So Al-Kubra, Al-Sugra, regarding of those Ashratu Sa that have occurred and have ended, and also of those Ashratu Sa, those ones, they are in three categories: those that have appeared and have ended, those that have appeared and they're still continuing, and those to appear, those that have not yet appeared but to appear, but they are not from Al-Kubra. So those are Sugra. So they have three types: those of Al-Sugra that have appeared and have ended. Of those, for example, the Prophet Islam is of Ashratu Sa. So he has appeared and given his message, and that have passed. That Islam split Al-Qamar of Ashratu Sa as-Sugra. So those that have appeared and have ended and have passed. Then we have those that have appeared and still continuing. Qatut, so it's concerning matters regarding Al-Jahl, Intishar Al-Jahl, is a sign of the hour, have appeared and continuing. So those are Az-Zina, Intishar Az-Zina, the spread of Az-Zina, min Ashratu Sa. So that one have appeared and still continuing. And others, Intishar Al-Riba, the spread of Riba. So those are of the hour that have appeared and still continuing. Then we have concerning those ones that have yet to appear. Those ones that have yet to appear. So of those we mentioned concerning Al-Mahdi being of those, regarding those ones to come that have not yet appeared. So those are Ashratu Sa regarding the major, the minor, then Al-Kubra, then those major regarding Al-Isa alayhi salam and the likes. Those will be of Al-Kubra. So that's concerning Ashratu Sa. Then in this hadith, the Prophet Islam, he mentioned some of those Ashratu Sa. فَقَالْ أَنْ تَلِدْ الْأَمَةِ رَبَّتَهَا, that concerned the slave girl giving birth to a master. The ulama rahimahullah have mentioned regarding, as for the slave girl giving birth to a master, they mentioned different way of explaining this. Ibn-rajab rahimahullah mentioned there's different aqwal, then kind of somewhat into four or a few, where mentioned that of the ulama mentioned regarding that what is meant by this is regarding concerned a Muslim empire will spread, and the Muslim concerned capital land of the kuffar, and by this they'll have women that are captured, and those women that they'll give birth to, those women that they'll give birth to their to Muslim children, but their women, those women will be like slave girls, giving birth to Muslim children who will become like their masters. So indication concerning the spread of Islam. And others mention concerning that the sign concerning uquq al-walidain, regarding concerning the sign concerning disobedience from way of the children towards their parents. So mistreatment of children towards their parents. So the parents will treat the children would treat their parents as if they're slave. You treat them as if they're slave. They treat them very bad and harsh. So that's concerning, and also the mention concerning of Jahl. We're concerned that a lady, a slave girl, slave lady, will give birth to a child, and then that child eventually, who's a freed child, will buy their parents out of ignorance. Will see their parents being sold in the market and will buy them out of ignorance. Regarding so that's concerning of those way that they have explained concerning what is meant by concerning the slave girl giving birth to her mistress or master. So that's concerning that matter. Then they mention of the second of Ashratu Sa, Antara, Hufat, Ura, Aliya, Ri'a, Ashat. يَتَتَاوَلُونَ فِي بُنْيَانٍ. And of the second that he mentioned regarding, that you'll find concerning that he mentioned that bare feet, Arabs, Bedouin, or shepherds over sheep, and some mention ibl over camels. Regarding concerning the Bedouins, regarding concerning those people are said to be of the Bedouins who live in the desert, that who are bare feet, somewhat people of poverty, that yatatawaluna fi bunyan, that they will be competing with each other regarding building lofty buildings. And this one has appeared. So regarding concerning those people are known to be from the people from the Bedouins, that they are now the ones who are building lofty, competing in building lofty building. And this has appeared today. In many places, in many of the Muslim or some of the Muslim countries, we can see this competition from people who are known to be people who are from the Bedouins. And this shows regarding that people are known to be the Juhal, taking leadership and leading the Muslim. So concerned, I can show it also amongst the Arab, the Juhal, amongst the Arab, the ones who are less qualified, that they'll be the ones taking leadership role amongst over the Muslims. Then it mentioned, so those are min ashratu sa. So those are min ashratu sa. So as we mentioned that ashratu sa, that we have as-sugra, wal-wusta, wal-kubra, with some of the ulama. And of the ulama, al-kubra wal-wusta, al-kubra wal-sugra. And you have the ulama who have written on this particular topic, an important topic to be studied, regarding ashratu sa. So that's concerned the hadith mentioned regarding intalaq, qal thumma intalaqa walabittu mariyan. Then we can somewhat, then that person who asked the question and he left, then we can somewhat remain. Thumma qal alayhi salam ya Umar. Then the Prophet said to Umar, atadri man is-sa'il, do you know who is the questioner? Faqal qultu yani Umar, Allahu wa rasuluhu a'lam. Allah and his messenger knows best. So it shows regarding a person, if a matter is unknown to a person, then a person responds, Allahu wa rasuluhu a'lam, or Allahu a'lam. Allahu a'lam. So that's concerning that matter of the ulama regarding that. So the general thing that is said today is Allahu a'lam. But is the permissible, but a discussion between the ulama regarding the statement Allahu wa rasuluhu a'lam. As Omar, he said that because the Prophet Islam was present then. The Prophet Islam was present then, and he asked concerning a matter which is an Islamic matter. So Omar who mentioned Allahu wa rasuluhu a'lam. Allah and his messenger knows best, as the Prophet Islam was still alive then when this question was asked, and he would know by way of revelation. The Prophet Islam will know regarding matters regarding by way of revelation, and because he's the one who asked, is because he knew the answer. The one who asked was the Prophet Islam, and he had the answer to the question that was asked. فقال, then he went on to mention regarding فإنه جبريل أتاكم يعلمكم أمر دينكم, that this is Jibreel who came to ask you regarding affairs regarding your religion. So it shows regarding the person who asked the question is Jibreel alayhi salam. But as we mentioned, that al-malaika, that the angels, that they can take the form of human being. So Jibreel alayhi salam, in this scenario, in this hadith, that he came in the form of a person, as a person who asked a question regarding important matters regarding Islam, regarding the foundation for fundamental practice of the deen and teaching of the deen. So these are matters concerned a Muslim should be aware of regarding these matters, regarding what is Islam, also known regarding having knowledge regarding Iman. As you find a lot of these matters, unfortunately, the Muslim have deviated in these matters regarding misunderstanding and deviation and many of these matters. So from the hadith regarding of the different fawaid that can be taken to end, it shows that the hadith concerning يمثل الملك في سورة الإنسان بشر, that it shows concerning the angel taking the form of a person. So this hadith shows regarding that the angel taking the form of a person. Also it shows regarding the hadith regarding that the adab of talib al-ilm, that a talib al-ilm, that is certain adab that's expected from him regarding adab, regarding al-majalis, majalis al-ilm. So in a person, the talib al-ilm, that he sit with others regarding the majalis al-ilm, that there's a certain conduct and behavior expected from them. So the way that they sit, and also how they attire themselves. So those are those things that the talib al-ilm should be mindful of. So there's certain etiquettes that a talib al-ilm and manners in the talib al-ilm should always be mindful of. So of this, that we said that as a recommendation for a talib al-ilm, once a year he reads a book, and adab talib al-ilm, as a reminder to himself. So of those lists of things that he will read ever so often, as a reminder of those things that he should read, is a book regarding adab talib al-ilm. And there's many books on this topic. But also from the hadith, it shows regarding that deviation occur from the time of Sahaba. It shows regarding that from the time of the Sahaba, that certain deviation occur amongst the Muslim. And even in matters concerning i'tiqad. So in the early days of the Sahaba, or in the time of the Sahaba, of those deviation occurred regarding concerning the matter concerning al-Khawarij. So firaq or fiqat al-Khawarij appear in the time of Sahaba. Al-Shia, al-Rafida, al-Rafd appear in the time of Sahaba. And also other deviation regarding al-Qadr, deviation regarding al-Qadr, Qadariya appear during that time. So different deviation occur during that time. And amongst during the time of some of the Sahaba, the latter time of the Sahaba, some of the deviation appears. Also it shows regarding that Ibn Omar anhu, that concern that he stands against Ahl Bidah. He stands against Ahl Bidah, Mukhalifin al-Haq. So regarding the Muslim, that a position and a stance to be taken regarding those people who go against the Sunnah. And that the person, the talib al-ilm, that he should take those matters serious. As in the case of Ibn Umar anhu, that he can somewhat draw that clear line. So the talib al-ilm, not to be complacent regarding Ahl Bidah, wad dalal, but take a clear stance regarding them. As Ibn Umar can somewhat remove himself from those people, or separate himself, distance himself from those people regarding that matter. And also he mentioned regarding concerning at times from this hadith, that identifying ru'us Ahl Bidah, that mentioning by names the people of Ahl Bidah by name. So he mentioned Ma'bad al-Juhani, Ma'bad al-Juhani by name in this hadith. So it shows regarding mentioning the name of the A'immah or the Ru'asa of Ahl Bidah, then this is something which is allowed, this is something which is jaiz, and to warn against them and their bidah. So Ibn Umar anhu uses hadith as a form, kind of somewhat as the deal, to warn against, to clarify regarding the proper mawqif regarding matters concerning al-qadr. So it becomes the responsibility upon the ulama to clarify concerning matters regarding deviation. It's upon the ulama and talabat al-ilm, with the guidance of the ulama, to clarify regarding deviation that may occur between some of the Muslims. And also it shows from the hadith regarding concerning that at times the deviation may occur from people who are known to be talabatul ilm. That from the hadith it shows regarding that some deviation may come from those who are said to be talabatul ilm. As they mentioned, this is the description of those people who were discussing rejected matter concerning qadr. Also from the hadith it shows regarding arkan al-Islam, which is khamsa. Also from the hadith it shows regarding usul al-iman as-sit. And also it shows regarding what is al-ihsan, and that concerning that those are said to be maratib al-din, that the deen is on those three levels. Those the deen is upon. So every Muslim, everyone affiliated to Islam, then is a Muslim. But not every Muslim may reach the level of mu'min. Not every Muslim. So al-iman wal-mu'min is a degree higher than that of a Muslim. And a muhsin is a higher degree than that of Islam and Iman. So the Muslim try to strive for the highest level. The Muslim seek to strive for the highest level. Also, it shows regarding that, at times regarding ways of teaching by way of question and answers. The way of teaching and gaining knowledge and spreading of knowledge by way of question and answers. So we have a person was asking and the Prophet ﷺ was responding. And you find some of the ulama of latter time also, their book is on that system of question and answers. So you find of those concerning that Al-Hafidh al-Hakami rahimahullah, that as a book, I'lam as-Sunnah al-Manshura, a book in Aqidah which is question and answers, which is a very important book for a person regarding to study regarding matters relating to Ittiqad. And also Sheikh Abdul Rahman al-Sa'di also have certain books in matters concerning that is also about a way of question and answers. So of the ulama who have followed that system of question and answers. Also, it shows that time a person may ask a question, but he's aware of the answer, so other people can benefit. So at times, the talib, the questioner, may ask a question to the teacher, but the person is already aware of the answer, but the purpose is for other people to benefit regarding clarifying certain matters of importance. Also, it shows regarding the Prophet ﷺ, regarding his conduct, that you have those persons that will sit with the Sahaba, his companions, and teach them, which also shows regarding that eagerness towards teaching the people. It shows the eagerness towards teaching the people, so for talib al-ilm to put effort regarding spreading of this ilm. For the talib al-ilm to teach it and to teach the people this matter. And it shows regarding wujub that we believe in all those things that I mentioned regarding Islam or Iman or Ihsan, and not to reject any of those things. And the shahid from the hadith is regarding Iman bil Qadr. So the shahid from the hadith is regarding when he mentioned concerning أخبرنا الإيمان فقال أن تؤمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر وأن تؤمن بالقدر خيره وشره. As in some narration. Or mention and mu'min bil al-qadr. So regarding concerning that the shahid from the hadith regarding al-qadr, as those people then were rejecting concerning matters relating to al-qadr. So he brought us as dalil that this is a part of and one of the core belief of Iman. And also he mentioned regarding ashratus sah, and of those things regarding that there are many. The hadith only captured a few, but regarding concerning that there, no one knows the exact hour, but we have signs indicating the closeness of the hour. And these are of the signs that are mentioned. These are of the signs that are mentioned. And of those signs it shows regarding that at times that those who are the Arabs, of the Muslim, that people who are maybe not the most qualified leading the Muslim. Not the most qualified leading the Muslim. So after of this ummah that may find of this situation, there are times we may be led by those who are not the best amongst us. And also it shows regarding the person, not the Muslim, not having a great desire for leadership and taking on responsibility one is not qualified and fit for. So for the Muslim to be mindful of this. And also the hadith concerned that to show the importance of this deen. Regarding that, this hadith is summarized all the main components of this deen. So with that, inshallah ta'ala, we'll end with this, and in next week we'll continue regarding the hadith that follows. وبالله تعالى توفيق وهذه السبيل والآخر الحمد لله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.